That approach to leadership is obsolete. Hierarchy is dead.
South Africa has many individuals who have life stories that inspire. One of those individuals is Brand Pretorius. Join me for Breakfast with Brand, a man who was responsible for one of the biggest corporate turnarounds in our recent history. I have read a very interesting concept in your book, and you talk about joint responsibility in leadership. I want to elaborate a little bit about that. I want to elaborate a little bit more on joint leadership. Can you tell me what that means and what does that look like in the workplace?
Yeah. So, in so many workplaces, one finds that the so-called boss calls all the shots. The boss has got the authority, the positional power, and the people must just follow his or her instructions to the T. And I say that approach to leadership is obsolete. Hierarchy is dead. It is much better to empower people, to involve them, trust them, to coach them, to train them, to inspire them. Then they accept co-responsibility. But they do even more than that. They volunteer their intelligence and their energy and their contribution and their commitment. And then it's not necessary to look over their shoulders and play policeman and push and pull and reprimand and discipline. Then you create a different place of work where people spontaneously do their best. And then one sees evidence of what I call syndicated leadership. Once people then join hands with one, we all work together towards the attainment of the same vision. We all behave in line with the right values. So one tends to create a completely different world if you create a workplace where there's alignment between the business's objectives and the people's personal objectives, where people can live their passion, a place of work where humanity flourishes, where people know that they are being cared for.
It sounds like this style of leadership makes the leadership role much lighter, much easier, but at the same time you're achieving by far more effective results. Is that true?
What I described is the philosophy of servant leadership, to say to lead is also to serve. To say people respond better to love than to fear. But it's not the easy way out. It's much easier to hide behind your positional power, to intimidate people, to instruct them, and then if they don't do their jobs, to fire them. But the end result of such an approach is a low level of engagement, no trust, no commitment. So if you are brave, then become a servant leader.